40-year-old Charles Wicksteed, recently released from a cell in Giza police station, walked towards the Great Pyramid and was relieved to find his tent still in place. He had erected it half a mile from the pyramid when he first arrived 2 weeks earlier. As so often happened to him, he had been severely short of funds and had decided it was inadvisable to try and rent a room, because lately he discovered potential landlords seemed to insist on payment in advance. The Mina House Hotel had looked attractive, but it would view with caution a prospective visitor arriving without any expensive-looking luggage, just a rather shabby and much-used tent. But the tent had been good to him so far, and he'd erected it near the Great Pyramid to act as his headquarters, while he drummed up sufficient guide work to permit him to find somewhere more comfortable. He'd chosen Giza because there was an abundance of English-speaking tourists, and he offered them the chance to have a guide who not only spoke their own language, but was unmistakably one of them. That was one thing for which he'd been grateful to the minor public school he'd attended in England, the upper-class accent. Everything else about the place had been hideous, but the accent opened doors that would be shut to many others. Unfortunately, it hadn't been enough to open the door of the cell in the Giza police station. Damn those suspicious Arab coppers! He developed another talent at St. Hilda's educational establishment for the sons of gentlefolk. Not that his parents had been gentle in any sense of the word. The ability to pick pockets. Watches, wallets, loose change, all were as one to the nimble fingers of Charles Wicksteed. It was unfortunate that the couple who'd hired him as their guide to the pyramids had been so observant. Her particularly, Mrs. Muriel Hepworth, blast her eyes. Charles had done a brilliant job in diverting Henry Hepworth's attention to the Sphinx, describing its intricate construction, while he extracted Henry's wallet from his pocket and transferred it to his own. But then had come that fateful shriek from the harridan Muriel Hepworth, "He's pinched your wallet!" In vain he'd protested his innocence, his appeals falling on deaf ears when Mrs. Hepworth had had the audacity to reach into his pocket and take out what looked suspiciously like her husband's wallet. "How did that get there?" demanded Charles, putting on his best look of shock. It had all been to no avail. The local constabulary, in their ominous black uniforms, had been summoned, and he'd been hauled off to the police station, where they'd thrown him into a cell while they took statements from the Hepworths. Language and communication problems meant the procedure took some time, and in the end the constabulary decided to return the wallet to Mr. Hepworth while they deliberated on what to do about the miscreant Charles Wicksteed. As day and night turned into another long day behind bars, Charles had resigned himself to the idea of appearing in a court in Cairo and being incarcerated in the city's prison.